Developing tonight, a Livingston Parish deputy will be ticketed with careless operation and will pay a fine in the death of a woman killed in a violent crash on Highway 16 this summer.
A grand jury indicted Corey Winburn late this afternoon, and court records show a history of another traffic crash. The WBRZ investigative unit first to break this story months ago, and here's what we have learned tonight. Winburn has been with the sheriff's office on and off since 2009. In 2013, Winburn slammed into the back of a man's car on Walker South Road, and that resulted in a lawsuit that was ultimately dismissed about 2 years ago. He was terminated in October of 2018, then rehired 16 months later. It's unclear why he was fired, why he was rehired, and the sheriff's office has not explained. And this is the crash in July of this year. A mother of four, 33-year-old Christina Estee, was killed when Winburn crashed into the back of her car. Just like the investigative unit, the family has not been able to get much information out of the sheriff's office on this crash, going as far as calling it a cover-up. Again, Winburn was ticketed with careless operation, and he will face a fine in Estee's death. Here's what her mother told us on Friday.
Oh, honey, we would be, if I would have hit you, killed you, never used my brakes, no evidence of me trying to stop, and you're over, you hit them so hard going 87 miles an hour plus, and you still go past 2 football fields? Do you really think I would not have something done? Do you really think I'd be walking the streets?
The investigative unit has sent the sheriff's office a litany of public records requests for months now on this crash. None of those have been answered. Here's an example of the hoops our chief investigator Chris Nakamoto has jumped through during the course of his investigation.
Getting information out of the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office pertaining to this deputy who was involved in this deadly crash has been nothing short of one of the most difficult experiences for the WBRZ investigative unit. The Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office will not answer questions in public records requests submitted over email. So we sent them one through the mail to the Livingston Parish Courthouse, where the Sheriff's Office is located. It was returned back to WBRZ because no one would accept it, raising questions about transparency.
Tonight, we have asked the sheriff's office for comment on Winburn's job status, why he was fired in 2018, why he was rehired 2 years later, and what type of discipline that he might face. In a statement, Sheriff Jason Art said, quote, "Our office has been conducting its own internal investigation to determine what discipline of Deputy Winburn may be appropriate." He goes on to say there will be no further comment regarding the accident at this time. We continue to keep the Estee family in our thoughts and our prayers.